One, two, as we always say. This is your man, the Watch Superhero, Kev Young Kev, doing my daily routine, walking the dog. So right now I'm walking the dog and it's a rainy day in Switzerland. But you still gotta walk the dog. And I was just thinking, we just celebrated, or had the witness of celebrating a particular feat done by Miss Allison Felix, the lovely wife of my man, Kay Ferg. And she represented, as she has done over 5 Olympiads, if I'm not mistaken. And she's the unprecedented, most decorated female track and field athlete that we've had. She's been classy since the day I met her as a youngin' years ago. And you have to ask yourself, and you wonder, why hasn't the recognition or her contribution to the sport of track and field, why has it been limited to the things that she had to go through? And not just her, but marginally a lot of the athletes who participate in athletics. We participate in a multi-billion-dollar industry for many product manufacturers, R&D, research and development manufacturers for the sport. And I believe recently, Usain Bolt was on a panel discussing how the money, the distribution is very unfair for the athletes. He mentioned the IOC and what they've been doing over the years. That's a very difficult conversation to have, but in light of the contribution of the athletes, I definitely feel that the major corporations, companies, even the multi-billion-dollar corporations that invest into the marketing and sponsorship of the IOC can do and become a better example to really reach out to grassroots. From a part of a marketing stage that I've always had mine. Even my years as a world record holder for 7 Olympiads, and being a young man who was a sponsored athlete, I definitely felt that I didn't get my just due when it came to the recognition. Even within the annals of marketing promotion to the grassroots, especially where I come from in my neighborhood, I've always felt that the companies in which I ran could have utilized me more as a beacon to hold that light for how to run track in the right way. And I may be a little biased because I am, but after doing the things in which I've done and coming up from the neighborhoods that I grew up in and seeing the value of a role model, I feel a lot of the corporations should take that consideration and really utilize it instead of waiting for some sort of controversy to be a part of their marketing strategy when it comes among athletes. I never bought into it, and for the most part, tried to kept my nose clean. And I find it very interesting when you have polarities when it comes to athletics and athletes and their performances. You have a young woman like this way, like the great Allison Felix, getting rejected from a major sponsor of USA Track and Field, the sport itself, even major sponsor of the National Olympic Committee, USOC, and to feel justified that they were able to do something like that. And I find that very alarming. And I find there's a very hypocritical and having a very mixed message when you sit back and you try to highlight some of the things in which you've done. They definitely missed the mark on Miss Felix. But we as a community of track and field enthusiasts, fans, supporters, we're going to make sure she gets her recognition within our communities around the world. And we're going to discuss and talk about it. And we're going to let the powers that be, understand and realize that they fucked up. And I hope everybody who's out there support her product line that she's having and coming up with, because I'm sure she's going to do some great things with that. And I'm sure they really don't care because they've already aligned themselves in how they're going to move but we definitely can support her moving forward and whatever she's doing, whether it be a foundation, whether it be a product line launch, whatever. Definitely support that young lady. And not just her, but any other athlete that's out there that's trying to do things independently. We got Nick Simmons out there running around doing his thing, which I admire. We have numerous other former athletes who are involved, doing a lot of solo things, myself included, with my 4678 collection, as well as the Hurdle Click, International Hurdle Click Society, I guess you would say. And we have an interesting and grassroots connection with, international athletes from the past and even for our future. So we're looking forward to doing big things in that manner. So hopefully we can have a good time and actually just support each other. We don't need to shine on the bad or the misled or the misjudgment, miscalculated assignments and performances of the powers that be. But we can move. Dog and found something in the woods. Now he's chasing. I gotta go in the woods and chase the dog. He out there chasing deers now. All right, y'all, I gotta cut it short. But I got a lot more to say. Peace.